What's up, guys? Welcome to Etsy Print on Demand Shop Reviews. This is episode number 57. We're going to be reviewing a Etsy shop submitted by one of you, the viewers, and we're going to check out what you've got going on there, see if we can study what you're doing well and find anything you can improve upon for the future. So let's get right to it. Quick reminder, use the links in the description, take advantage of my free print on demand mini course delivered via email, and of course, join my print on demand Facebook group if you're not already a member. Today's Etsy shop is Lucidi Tea from California. 2 sales. It says, I cheat the middlemen and then pass the savings on to you. And then it says Savage Cool Products. I mean, it might be a little bit of inconsistency in your branding because I don't see the word Savage anywhere else. But either way, I do like the banner. It's pretty cool. And your logo is definitely super cool. Many new unique products, many to come. I mean, I don't know, like if people do go to your shop, you do probably want to present like a unified, clean branded message. And if it is like, hey, I cheat the middlemen, pass savings to you, just repetition is just fine, you know, instead of kind of having like weird words and messages that aren't consistent. I would just, mention that. So let's see, you got free shipping on your products, but your products are priced pretty high. I mean, generally speaking, like this t-shirt dress is $46. By the way, I mean, pricing psychology would tell you that charging $35.99 or sorry, $45.99 instead of $46 flat, we'll see some percentage increase in conversion rate. There's a great guy, Nick Kolenda, Kolenda. He's got a free blog and a bunch of good books on pricing psychology. I would just recommend, like, even the blog, just check out pricing. I mean, or just, drop by 1 penny, you know what I mean? Yeah, you have like a Space Force hoodie for $84. And I would just mention, like, if you're going to sell a hoodie for $85, like probably, make a better thumbnail, because this thumbnail looks pretty plain, pretty like basic, pretty meh, you know what I mean? Not trying to like insult the product at all, but like if you're going to charge that much, you do want to frame it in a way that almost tries to justify the price point. So that's what I would recommend there with regards to the Space Force. This thumbnail right here, Nurse Custom. So are you offering personalization here? Yes, it is. Add your personalization. Enter whether you want the shirt to read future nurse, registered nurse, student nurse, or whatever you want to put. I like that you put examples there. You guys see behind my head here how he put he guided the customer. So he gave some examples of what they may write. And that's never a bad idea. I do like your thumbnail as well, even though, I mean, maybe I spoke too soon. I mean, your design is over the neck hole, so it looks fake. I would fix that. That's one thing I would look at. What else do you have here? Okay, so different fonts available as well. That's pretty smart. You may want to look into like maybe like a mock-up generator. I mean, I don't know, or at least like, if you're gonna manually place it over a shirt yourself, it's a combination of a few things. Number one, the text is not slanted with the shirt that she's wearing. All you have to do is kind of curve it just a couple degrees to not curve, but you know what I mean? Like just change the angle, and then it'll look more natural. But also your color scheme there with like that green, that purple. I find myself saying this on occasion with these shop reviews, both Etsy and Redbubble. Like, you really got to get the colors right. You have to get the colors right. And it's not even as much about getting them right as I think it's about getting them not wrong. And I think you have a couple wrong colors here. Like, the hue of the colors you select can make all the difference in the world. This blue, I hate. This purple, I don't hate as much as the blue, but I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the purple, but I'll let it slide. The yellow and the kind of tan, I think is fine. The green, not a fan. Like, this looks like it's meant to be in like Comic Sans font on some 90s website more than it looks like it belongs on like a nurse shirt on Etsy. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that to insult or anything like that. I'm just keeping it real. And then this is like a little too much with the 3D effect going on there to even keep up with like what's going on, what it says. By the way, like there's websites like, Kittle that have pre-made design templates that are perfect for somebody that is still figuring out like how they're best going to go about designing, their print on demand products, because the customer ultimately doesn't care how hard you tried to make the design. It's really about, is the design good enough that they like it enough to purchase it? Like something like this right here, you can change the word teacher to nurse, and then you just click into the foreground and change that text and you're good to go. You know what I mean? It'll take you 30 seconds max to make your personalized designs when you get those orders. So I wanted to recommend Kittle. I'll drop a link in the description. And then beyond that, I mean, Insight Factory, number one, because you only have, your shop only has 2 sales. I can see right here, 2 sales. Okay, so Insight Factory, number one, has a great research tool where you can say nurse shirt, and it will go data mine Etsy and put right in front of you the best selling nurse shirts with data about, you know, how old is the listing, when was the last sale, how many sales have come through that listing. So you can even see the first one here looks very similar to yours. But how about this? Borrow the color scheme. You know what I mean? They're probably not the originator of this color scheme here. So how about you borrow this color scheme? I love this color scheme a lot more than the like crazy neon colors. So you see how easy Insight Factory makes it to kind of hone in on like what styles are preferred by the customers. What colors should you offer in both the shirt and the foreground? The foreground being your design. In some cases, like what fonts should you be looking at? Like this wavy font, people love that on Etsy. And here's another just simplistic, minimalist font for a nurse shirt. But notice like, you know, good color contrast here. Notice how also like their design, when they place it on the mockup, it looks more natural. It's a lot easier to make it look natural when you don't have those like crazy vibrant, you know, 70s, 80s disco colors. So Insight Factory, again, putting the best sellers right there at your fingertips. And also wanted to mention that in case you wanted to grab the tags, so my head's blocking them, and I'll have to zoom out a little bit, but you can actually like grab the tags from the best-selling listing. So let's say you wanted to do personalized nurse shirt instead of just general nurse shirt to help your custom personalized nurse shirt rank. Well, instead of you guessing the tags to use, how about just look at the best-selling tags from the other bestsellers here on Etsy? You just click copy tags, and then you've got them on your keyboard, on your Windows clipboard. So that's another easy way using Insight Factory to boost your sales. You can actually track Etsy shops too. So if you wanted to like spy on some of these shops that are, that have some of these best-selling nurse shirts, you just want to keep up with what they're doing. And you can see this is a star seller, 10,000 sales. It's never a bad thing to learn from people that are doing it better than us. All I'm going to do is copy paste their shop into Insight Factory here under the track competitors, and literally like it'll keep you on top of what they've been up to. It also is going to spy on all of their listings, give you the same data, how many views are being generated on these listings, so you can track their best sellers. By the way, you can also sort this. So if you just want to sort and see the most popular, which by the way is the default view, you can also sort by like favorites if you wanted to. You can sort by 7-day sales. What is selling the most recently? Looks like this Mamakato shirt is doing really well. So if you need ideas for both, number one, like niches, design styles, and thumbnail styles, because you can definitely buy this thumbnail right here that's super popular on Etsy. You can buy it on Etsy. So take the guesswork out of it. You know what I mean? 2 sales, like you can definitely do better than 2 sales. I got faith in you. And look, the model in your thumbnail is actually like showing all the people that are viewing this shirt that you only have 2 sales on the shop. But and I'm not trying to make fun of you for having 2 sales. It's all good. We all go through it. But I was also going to mention that your shop has no reviews. Okay, no reviews. If you get 1 review, it shows up on every single one of your listings. So why not have a friend, a family member, whatever, whoever, create a digital product and price it at 99 cents. Have somebody spend $1 and give you that first 5-star review. That way, all of your listings have that 5-star review. And then also, I'm not as big of a fan of like zooming this much in on the design. You actually don't even have the design mocked up on a product. So that is a low-hanging fruit way of improving some of these mockups that you've got in your store. Some of the stuff you're doing too, like this is, that's like super, super lazy way of adding some designs to your shop. You can definitely do better than that. So I think you've just got to get back to the drawing board, improve your designs. That's going to be number one. If your designs aren't good enough, you're not going to make sales. Get somebody to give you that first review and study what's working. You know what I mean? Insight Factory, I'll put a link to that in the description. They'll help fast track you to getting the right tags. They have an AI generator for your description. You can use it for the title too if you want, just to get some keywords. There's a lot that you can do better. So, and also your pricing, like revisit pricing. It's great that you got started and you've got an Etsy shop that's live. You've even made 2 sales. I mean, that's more than 0. But you've got some like low-hanging fruit improvements that you can make to your shop.